Hello, mamas. Happy Mother's Day. I hope you're getting spoiled today and finding some time for some self-care. This is a special video really for anybody and doesn't just have to be on Mother's Day. So fun to do anytime. To do some yoga poses with some special little ones in your life. So these are partner poses for you to do with your child. I will be showing different variations for very, very young to older age groups. But just bear in mind that always, always, always listen to your body. Your body is your greatest teacher, and it will let you know if something is not right. So, with that being said, if any posture doesn't feel good for you, please, please, please ease out of it or just skip it and move on to the next one. Same goes for your child. If they seem really unhappy in a posture, don't force it. Never want to force anybody to do yoga, and we especially want our kiddos to have a positive experience with these wellness practices so that they want to do them later in life as well. So if they seem really unhappy in it, ease out of it, go on to the next one. And if you're not sure about the alignment and you're worried about the alignment of your child in a posture, again, move on to the next one. You know best, use your intuition. And with that being said, I do offer online one-on-one yoga practices. So if you ever want to book one for you and your child, or just yourself as a self-care practice, I'd be so happy to meet with you and talk with you about the type of yoga that I teach and how I can personalize a practice to fit your needs and your goals. So my email address and my website are just linked down below in the show notes, and I would love to hear from you. All right, let's get started with our partner yoga practice. I will be showing today with my little stuffy Daisy, acting as my child. And you and your child get ready and put on some comfy clothes, maybe put on some music, light some incense or some essential oils, and just have fun with this. Let's get started. So for our first one, your child is going to go down on the ground. Great one to do with the really little ones. You get a nice stretch. You're going to go into your wide leg straddle. Legs open out wide. Flex your feet. Knees point up towards the ceiling. And you hinge in your hips to bend forward. Legs can be in more if that's more comfortable for you, or they can go out as wide as you'd like. Now with your child, you're going to press one hand into one of their shoulders and bring their legs over to the opposite side. And while you're here, you can give their leg a little massage. You can give their shoulder and their arm a little massage. You can get an extra stretch by going down and giving them kisses. Hang out here for as long as you'd like. You can sing nursery rhymes for like little ones. I love doing Hickory Dickory Dock in this posture. So much fun. And when you're ready, you just bring their legs back up to center. Switch your hand so it's on the opposite shoulder now and bring your little one's legs over to the other side. Twists are really good for digestion, so really nice one to do with babies if they need some help with gassy tummy or whatever. And you get a nice juicy hip and leg stretch in here as well. All right, so when you're done with that, bring legs together. Bring your kiddo up to seated. With older kids, what can be fun to do instead is you both get a leg and hip stretch, but your feet together, soles of your feet together, and you just rock back and forward, back and forward. And with like preschool kids, I like to sing Row, Row Your Boat while doing this one. Older kids, like older children and tweens or teens, it's a nice one to just go into the stretch, hold here for a little while, and then the other person gets a stretch. All right, our next one is boat pose. So the first one with really little kiddos or babies, you can do baby on the boat. They go in your lap. You have a nice long back. Feel your sit bones on the ground. Great for your core. And then you lean back. Again, you can sing Row Your Boat with this one. Have fun with it. Maybe go Go side to side a little bit. It's a rocky boat. Now, if you want more of a challenge for your abdominals, come up onto your tiptoes. Maybe lift one foot up, and then try the other one. Maybe bring both feet up. Now, be careful when you do that, you don't slump into your low back. Keep the integrity of your spine, stay on your sit bones, activate your core. All right, so that was baby on the boat, great for toddlers as well. If your child is a bit older, this one's a bit harder for me to show with Daisy, but basically what you'll do, soles of your feet together as well, hold hands, and you can again go forward and back. Or press into each other's feet and try to lift one foot up off the ground. Both of you lift the same foot up by pressing the soles of the feet together. And then try the other one. And then maybe you can do both at the same time, which of course I can't really show with Daisy, but essentially be holding onto your partner's hands, press soles of your feet into each other's feet, and lift up. Make it easier by each holding onto ropes or straps or scarves, and then transition into holding hands as it gets easier. All right, let's bring it to standing now. We're going to go into a standing forward fold. So, a couple different variations here. With preschoolers, older children, it can be fun to do this bum to bum and look in between your legs at each other and just make silly faces at each other. Toddlers, I find that doesn't work too well. They want to be at your face, or they'll just run in between your legs, and that's fun too. You can give them tickles as they run in between your legs. But you got to be careful of your back in a standing forward fold as well. So make sure you're always hinging from your hips. You're not rounding that lower sacrum at all. That's a no-no. Always hinge from the hips when you're in a forward fold. So if you want your little one to be in a forward fold, hold on to their hips and help their head hang down low. And then you can both be here and you can sway with them and have all kinds of fun. If you're not able to do that by bending from your hips, then this is a great one for your leg strength, great one for pelvic floor muscles. You're going to go into your goddess squat. All right, so my toes are pointing out, knees are over top of the ankles, my back is straight. And then it's a little engagement of the pelvic floor muscles, like you're trying to suck the floor up. Elevator doors are closing and you're sucking up. All right, then you hold on to your little one's hips and you can sway with them. And their head is down and they maybe have all kinds of fun here. Don't stay there for too long. We don't want them to get dizzy or get a headache or anything. But you can do this for a little bit and have some fun. You could bring them up if they're a little baby and just kind of sway side to side and hold them close to you. Of course, the last variation was not for little babies. It was more for toddlers. Again, just be careful. Trust your intuition. You know what's best for you and your child. But you can have fun with it if everybody is comfortable, everybody is safe. Okay, so now we are up to standing. Let's do some balancing. So, first one you can do is baby in a tree. You got your baby on one hip and lift the opposite leg up. It is not going to work if you have your baby on the same hip as the leg that's lifting. It's going to turn into a toppling tree, which is not fun for anybody. So, opposite hip from the leg that is lifted, and then your foot either goes below or above the knee, never pressing on your knee. You can bring your foot down and gently press it against your ankle. But then again, most of the weight is in the ball of your foot, so you're not actually pressing against a joint that will hurt you. All right, so you're just here. You can say rockabye baby. And then, of course, whatever you do on one side, you do on the other. So first, put both feet down, solid ground. Transfer baby over to the other hip. And then find your tree pose, wherever that may be for you. All right. For the kiddos, or even teens, this is a fun one. You hold hands, visualize holding hands with somebody, and then my left leg is lifting, so then their right leg would lift. And you go into tree pose that way. If it's a whole family doing this, what's really fun is to all stand in a circle and all try to go into your tree pose at the same time. And then you've got a little forest of trees and you have to help each other balance. So great teamwork happening there, great family bonding. All right, so let's bring ourselves back down to the mat. We're gonna go and try downward facing dog now. Babies love the face-to-face time. So when you're down dog, you can like make funny faces at them, make little sounds at them, have all kinds of fun with it. You might even want to come down into a modified plank and do some kissing push-ups. Chaturanga push-ups, hugging elbows to your ribs. Keeping the integrity of your core while you do that. No slumping your back. Please be careful with your backs. All right, movers. They love tunnels. You can turn your body into a tunnel for them that they can crawl under and have all kinds of fun with. They could also be a snake under the bridge and go into their cobra pose while you're in your downward facing dog. So much fun to do with that. I also find little kids love downward facing dog, so they could just do downward facing dog with you. Usually in my preschool classes or even my toddler classes, when I say we're going to do yoga, the kiddos go into their downward facing dog. They know it and they love it. So they could even just do downward facing dog with you. We're going to end with some relaxation. Lizard on the log. Don't recommend doing this with baby. With baby, just cuddle in your shavasana. With cuddles there, meditate together. Have a really special cuddling moment. With kids, they love this one. Go back to back. All right. Hold onto them, support them, and then slowly, slowly, slowly come down into your child's pose. You get a nice compression on your back in child's pose, and they get a really nice heart opener. Okay, so then you can just relax here. Take a few breaths. And slowly come up. Now remember, we always end a yoga practice by bringing hands together and saying namaste. The light in me sees and honors the light in you, or what I like to say with the younger kiddos is all the good stuff inside of me sees all the good stuff inside of you. Great thing to teach your kiddos when doing yoga with them. So have a wonderful day. Happy Mother's Day if you're celebrating Mother's Day, or just have a wonderful day if this is any day for you. Namaste.